The Lost Boys is a 1987 horror comedy directed by Joel Schumacher. So teenage brothers Michael and Sam move with their mother Lucy to Santa Carla, a coastal Californian town that's plastered with pictures of missing people. This is already a sign that this group aren't going to be playing happy families. When older brother Michael falls in with the wrong crowd, his younger brother Sam is tasked with saving him from the clutches of a gang of motorcycle riding vampires. So Lost Boys was made back in 1987, but is it any good these days? You bet your ass, and here's 5 reasons why. Number 5, vampires just got sexy. So up until this point, vampire movies generally tend to take place in creepy Transylvania or buttoned up Victorian England, but this one features a group of youthful and rebellious vampires unliving in a coastal town in California. They're charismatic, they're fun, and they're pretty damn sexy, and they'll never grow old. So where can I sign up to be a vampire, please? Number 4, a stellar cast. What a lineup this one offers, and they all look smoking hot. There's Kiefer Sutherland, Jamie Gertz, Jason Patric, Corey Haim, Corey Feldman, Diane Weiss, and Alex Winter. Such an amazing cast. And just like the roles that some of them will play, they will never grow old, and they will be immortalised on screen in this classic forever. What more can you ask for? Number 3, it's both funny and scary. Horror comedies were all the rage in the late 80s with the success of American Werewolf in London, Fright Night, House, and this is no exception. It serves a razor-sharp script that's dripping with wit and in-jokes and offers some genuinely scary moments, and practical effects that make the 80s so great. But that's not just it, there's even some serious belly laughs here. I mean, I just love the Frog Brothers. Number 2, a thumping soundtrack. This one has been on repeat play in my place for ages, and it's so energetic and makes me proud to have been alive in the 80s. From that rousing opening track that sweeps over the Santa Cruz boardwalk, to In Excess, Jimmy Barnes, Echo and the Bunnymen, and let's not forget that amazing beach performance by Tim Capello. Okay, let's take a pause here. Before I give you the number 1 reason why Lost Boys still lives on, here are some funky facts. Did you know the Lost Boys was the beginning of the Coreys? The original version of the script had a much younger cast to match the feel of the Goonies. Kiefer Sutherland only agreed to be in the film as In Excess, and Jimmy Barnes would be on the soundtrack. The title is a reference to the Lost Boys in J.M. Barrie's Peter Pan books. Just like the vampires in the Lost Boys never get older, Barrie's Lost Boys never grow up. The fictional town of Santa Carla is actually filmed entirely in Santa Cruz. The Frog Brothers Edgar and Allan are named after the famous American horror author and poet Edgar Allan Poe. Corey Feldman was actually fired from the film during shooting after he arrived on set coming down from cocaine. He apologised next day, and director Joel Schumacher decided to let him come back. Did you know the train scene was actually filmed on the Iron Horse Trailhead Trestle Bridge, which is 40 miles north of Los Angeles off Interstate 5 off the Magic Mountain Parkway? There's now a pedestrian walkway so fans can experience the bridge themselves. Okay, now let's wrap things up. Are you ready for my number 1 reasons why the Lost Boys are so bloody good? Okay, here it goes. Number 1, Joel Schumacher. I mean, what a guy! Joel Schumacher was born in New York City. He was not only a director but a producer, a screenwriter and a fashion designer. Right on the back of St. Elmo's Fire, he returns here on top form where he flexes his creative muscles. I mean, this guy really knows how to serve a commercial movie. He followed on with the superb Flatliners, Phone Booth, Phantom of the Opera and Fallen Down. But maybe we should forget Batman and Robin. It proves that not everything we touch can turn to gold. Sadly, Joel died following a battle with cancer on the 22nd of June 2020, but leaves us with a fantastic legacy of movies, including Lost Boys. So there you have it, 5 reasons why The Lost Boys remains an enduring classic made in a bygone era, and it's still a masterpiece of 80s coolness to this day. If you haven't seen it for a while, why not give it another spin this Halloween? And if you haven't seen it, well, what are you waiting for? So this is Craig from Wookie Video. Let me know if there's any other movies, TV shows or music you'd like me to feature on upcoming episodes. So until next time, hasta la vista.